at the community garden. 10:19 p.m. Eastern Standard Time by clock. It's 7 minutes past. May 25th, Tuesday evening. Yeah, we were sitting up there where we filmed the last video from, across from Speedway on the benches in front of DQ. But while we were sitting there, some county cops came. A county cop car drove by, and then it turned and pulled into the laundromat parking lot and sat there, just parked there looking at us. So I don't know. I'm not a rapist or anything like that, so it's not like they're looking out for me to make sure that I'm okay. You see what I'm saying? I mean, that's kind of how I feel about it. I'll see that, right? Did you extinguish that? Yeah. Okay, see if we can get it again. This is not an anomaly on the camera. I'm actually seeing this. Oh, you know why? And I'm filming through a fucking fence grate at the top of this fence on this garden here. And no wonder. Fucking dumbass. But there's a whole lot of empty where there's no grate. Right there. It's just weird. I don't know why I can't get a focus on the moon. Maybe my lens is dirty. Yeah, anyway, that cop pulled in and sat there. And I just wanted to see if it was a coincidence or not. So we got up and walked around the block. And time we got back down to the laundromat, he was gone. So, I don't know. I don't know what that was about. Trying to swap my nuts, make me feel uncomfortable. Guys want to create a criminal out of somebody who's not, obviously. I'm going to take my phone and just keep it for an investigation. It's like, well, I'm already going to sue. So is my wife. Mm-hmm. You got good lawyers. They know how to approach shit. Yeah, we saw some county cops out patrolling. Now we're out on the main drag. I don't know if I got this thing set on a bad setting or what. I used to be able to focus in on the moon. Get all the craters and shit. As I was laying down over there. Can't really see him though. Try cleaning this lens again. You can't abide with the lawless. Tashana Murphy, law-abiding, living with law-abiding people in projects. And the lawless, so she was about to parole up out the ghetto. Yeah, she got her parole. She got her, she about to get out the joint, yo. Yeah, she got her scholarship, her basketball scholarship to go to college. She was finally going to be free of the trappings of the projects. And lo and behold, 2 weeks before she was to leave, some lawless little prick didn't fucking shoot her dead in her own hallway. Yeah. It's kind of heartbreaking, ain't it? Motherfuckers in the joint know when they get a parole, you don't tell nobody you're getting out. But the police, the guards, they may still tell some motherfuckers that your release will be sabotaged. Because, well, you'll get encountered with some motherfuckers that'll make you either fuck or fight. Either way, if you get caught doing either thing, you blew your parole. So you can either fuck to avoid the fight, or you can fight. But either way, you might get busted doing either one. And then, you're going to be in prison longer. I just watched this dude, the dad, wreck this kid's drone after he flew it around so careful. Yeah, pieces are falling off of it and shit. The kid flew it around with no problems. The dad flies it and fucking immediately crashes it. Fucking breaks it. Mm-hmm. The kid's fucking sad now. See if it'll fly, Dad. Try it. Yeah, it's... What time is it here? It's 3:57 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. By a clock that's 7 minutes fast. Oh, it still flies. Lo and behold. Dad's being more careful now. He's gonna fly it over some grass. Yeah, it's the 26th of May, 2021. So they want us to believe. Who did I just remind you of? Yeah. I watch him too once in a while. He's losing too much weight too quick, so he's starting to look sick. I'm sick. Man, I'm fucking ill. I was able to eat my last meal pretty good, and I can always eat a BLT, it seems like. I don't know what it is about bacon. Both my animals are over at Lisa's in anticipation of tomorrow going to bury my grandmother. And coming into clarity and shit, my illness wasn't being caused by drinking, because I haven't been drinking, and I'm still ill. If anything, I think I felt a little bit better when I was, half-cocked. After I had about 4 or 5 shots in me, I think I, felt all right. I was still sick, and I could tell, but it wasn't so aggravating. Because, man, it's aggravating being sick. Having your fucking shit hurt. Chest, and my gut hurts now, man. I've got this thing in my left side. I don't know if I broke a rib or something behind my ribs fucking popped or what. I don't know what the fuck, man. It happened in my sleep. A woman who will sneak around on you will murder you and would let somebody in to hit you with a baseball bat while you're asleep. So I don't know. I don't know what could have happened. I'm sporting a bald head and a fag flag, a goatee, for the funeral tomorrow. I have the suit I bought for my dad's funeral, but it got dusty because, it got put up against a dusty fucking jacket after I kept it underneath plastic at Lisa's house, and I brought it back here and I took it out from underneath the plastic, and sure as shit, if it didn't get put up against that dusty ass fucking jacket and get fucking dirt all over my white ass shirt. So I don't know if I'm even gonna be able to wear this shirt. It's it looked nice and pressed, being brand new like it was. I wanted to keep it nice and, look nice, make a proper appearance. My dad wasn't dressed as good as me for his own funeral. He was in a flannel shirt. He looked like shit. He looked like he had a shitty makeup job, shitty shave, And he probably should have been buried with his beard, because that's what he had when he died. So that was his look when he died. Somebody decided to shave that shit off post-mortem. Yeah. And now my grandma's gonna be buried tomorrow. They say they go in threes, so I'm kind of hoping I'll be one of the three, if there is three. Because, well, I'm already gone, man. I've been gone from this thing since 10/13, you know? So I haven't really had anything left. I've just been pulling out of my reserves, and there's nothing left in my reserves, man. It's like I ran out of gas a long time ago. I ran out of gas in January when this shit was actually happening, and people were trying to contact me, like my brother, you know, hey, man, I've had some horrible dreams. You're going to fuck up and get locked up over this bitch. Be careful, man, you know? So what I do, I drank more. Well, it's a lucky thing I did, because if when I'm not drinking, I wake up really easy, and I wake up sporadically, and I wake up a lot, you see? I might get up to pee fucking 5 times in a night, so that puts me getting up every couple hours, you see? So it's good goddamn thing I fucking was defiant like he was, you know, and I decided to drink more when he gave me the warning, because that knocked me the fuck out where I didn't catch nobody, and I didn't end up murdering nobody, you see? Because, well, you know, I could commit a crime of passion. I come from a violent background in a violent area, a violent era, you know? Within the religious sects, you know? It's like, dude, the most violence I ever saw, and I was spending time in the ghetto at my granny's house. I'm from the ghettos of Detroit. The most violence I ever saw was just the perpetuation of the sex crimes within the church. And then the judgment coming from those who were perpetuating the crimes to deflect, you see? Those who were sneaking around with other people's wives and little kids and shit, talking shit about other motherfuckers smoking or drinking. It's like, really? They're smoking and drinking and you got a problem with that, huh? You smell like a little kid's butt, man. Shit, you smell like so-and-so's wife. Goddamn. For real? Them having a drink or smoking a cigarette's bugging you, huh? Imagine if they knew what you was up to. They'd probably really be bothered by your behavior, yo. So yeah, I'm like now where I can't sleep between midnight and 5 o'clock in the morning because, well, I have this fear that somebody's going to knock on my door and the door is going to get answered and they're going to get some ass, you see? And it's like amazing how my camera's always fucking up during those times when we're home if I'm asleep. But if we're up, camera's working fine. If we're not home, camera's working fine. You see? Then there's other things that go along with that, you know? I mean, any of y'all been into the Lady of the Night scene? You know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? But there's always those who think you can outsmart you. They can keep it going if they can just spin a few more yarns, you know? So they're leaning on those everlasting yarns and shit. After making empty fucking promises. Never secure from all alarm. Leaning on the promises, empty fucking promises. Leaning on the everlasting yarns. How much of what I've told you has been yarns, and how much has been real? I appreciate those of you that are ghosting my shit. You're taking it and you're mirroring it and putting it up in other places, because YouTube has managed to throttle and squelch my Modify account, created by mistake. I mean, for real. And my mom was the first one who noticed this. She watched one of my videos, and then the next day she looked at the video and it was still at the same count. So she watched it on 3 different devices a few times. Then came back the next day, 2 days later, 3 days later. She's like, hey man, they're not even counting your view counts. I've watched your stuff on 3 different things, man. I sent it to your brother and had him watch it just to get a different IP on it. it's like nothing will make your view counts go up. I'm like, really? Is that something new to you? Those of us who have been shadow banned, you know, and I've been shadow banned since 2012, man. I got totally took off the board, took out of the running. I went from making fucking viral comedy videos with my brother in the back of a van, 500,000 hits in 2 days, to now my videos sit at 4, 5, 6, 7 counts. For real. Looks like nobody's even looking at my YouTube account. To get an idea of how much interest a video might really fucking goddamn have, I have to go over to BitChute and look at the same video, because I upload the same videos on BitChute. So anyway, you may be spiritually gone from some shit, but you're still there physically enduring it, living up to a promise or a vow or some shit for a while, trying to be a nice guy, but it keeps getting mistaken for softness. Somebody thinks they know you, so they keep doing shit that, you know, hey, I'd kill you for less, yo, for real. And you're doing that? Goddamn, you really don't know me, do you? The motherfucker that's doing this shit is like, does he realize the fucking he's risking his life? This must be some pussy worth dying for, man. Damn. Then you get to the point where, hey, you don't even want to fuck it because, well, it's like you're crossing the line with God. You're fucking like, what's common, you know, because, well, bitches that commit adultery are common, man. It's what's common now in this timeline, in this era, this timeline. Everybody's fucking everybody. Everybody's sleeping with everybody. If so-and-so's got bugs, you got them too because your bitch done fucked him, you see? And then motherfuckers, okay, that's sick to me. That gives me the willies. It really just, for real, I have a problem eating right now because of sick ass, you know, sexual shit that I've thought about too much, you see? And it is literally giving me an ulcer or something where I can't eat. And I'm like tore up, you know, plus the stress of, hey, you know, I gotta watch out for these guys and I gotta watch out for fucking police that they want to criminalize me. You know, I got caught up in the middle of this shit. You see what I'm saying? Just by being a dumb motherfucker that got married, yo. I went from September, I was so solid. I had everything going for me in so many ways. Some of you were behind me and some of you were trying to help me manipulate it. You see, it manifested. I had my transgender thing going. You know, I was ready to start getting, you know, my sex change and shit. And then October 1st, everything got derailed. I mean, totally derailed. The train just got blew right the fuck up off the track. Like there was an IED under it or something. So, I try to walk it out, think, well, maybe there's a God, maybe God trying to redirect my life or some shit. Right? And it's like every step of the way, it's just getting worse and worse and worse. Everything just keeps getting attacked. It's like, wow, somebody came up in your house and divided it, totally cracked it open, and now all the evil can seep in and all the good can just seep out. You see? Because, well, you know, you got to keep good contained. And you got to keep your good contained against, you know, in an evil-proof bubble. You see? I know y'all been hearing a lot about bubbles lately because, well, things work in bubbles, you see? Like, if you have a bubble that's around you and you're protected, and you let somebody that they just let anything in their bubble for pleasure or whatever, you're bringing all that shit into your bubble. You're bringing their behavior, their reputation. You're bringing whatever physical consequences there are for their behavior, you know, whether it be an STI or an STD or some other weird shit, right? You're bringing all that shit right into your own bed. That's why we were directed, like in these end times, to if we're going to serve God, just don't get married, you see? And I came off a 30-year marriage with like a goddess, man. My ex-wife, for real, she's a goddess, okay? And she's a goddess inside, too. That's what's really tripped out, is she just has the mind of a goddess. And she's still, like, my best friend. And actually the only person on the whole planet that I would trust with my life. I would only trust my ex-wife Lisa with my life. There's nobody else. I wouldn't trust one of my brothers. I wouldn't trust anybody I'm related to. I sure wouldn't trust my wife. Fuck, she can't be trusted to protect my health. She can't be trusted to protect my psyche from her behavior, you know? Totally attack me and shit. I'm on SSI too. Don't you think maybe I have some kind of mental problems? And you're gonna attack that shit when you met me and you saw I was doing so good? And I told you I wasn't looking for anybody because I didn't want no negative drama. I didn't want no motherfucking adultery. I didn't want none of that energy in my life. I have a good bubble going. Me and my dog are happy. You know, it's like, fuck, I got wigs and lipstick and I'm a beautiful ass bitch. I'm like a goddess myself just waiting to happen. And I got people wanting to participate with me to help me make this shit happen. And let's just put the brakes on everything that I got going. To play house. Right. But you want to play dirty house. You want to play dirty. Damn. So this is what I gave all that up for. I was going to go on one last little escapade as a man and then just kill Vinny off. You see? I was going to go from one last Harley ride. You see? That last Harley ride didn't happen. But, you know, I can still do the sex change thing. I can still make that happen if I can get participants rounded up again. If I could rally up support. I can get implants. I can get hormones. I can catch up and make up for lost time. I can line up the surgeries. I'm probably going to have to travel abroad to do that. Or maybe to Canada or some shit, you know. So I'm going to need help with that. Because I don't have passports and shit like that. And I don't even know if I can get them. Because, well, you know, I'm being watched by the feds. All motherfuckers can commit real crimes. But the minute you stop doing some shit that makes you easy to peg, suddenly they get afraid of you. So then they assign entities to watch you.
Like last night?
See what the fuck you're doing. When you might be doing it. See, I'm contemplating a lot of different angles. Like, I already have my animals at Lisa's. Aslan and the dog, the other dog, Bull, go with us to the funeral. Bull wait out in the car, or out in the Jeep. I'll have to keep going out to check on him. Let him out. But, Zephyr's already there because, well, these dumb motherfuckers at this apartment complex are like, oh, if you have animals, make sure they're crated for their stupid ass inspection. Well, you know, my house is dirty and I'm going to leave it that way. Come in and find problems. I don't give a fuck. I got a problem with the way you manage shit. You know? And now my marriage is destroyed. I have no fucking marriage. Alright? It's like I really do feel like I'm married to the enemy. And like I better fucking goddamn just look out for myself up in this shit. Because there ain't nobody else doing it. My ex-wife and her husband. They're the only fucking other entities besides me looking out for me. Do you know how freaked out I am that I can't go to sleep between midnight and 5 o'clock? I can't be asleep. If it's dark out and it's late, I can't be asleep because vampires might come to suck some butt. You know, I mean, I want to suck your blood. I mean, energy. Yeah, I got a song called Vampire. Y'all should listen to it. It's pretty fucking funny. I think I did it under either Lisa Lovelace or Dirty Candy. Okay, the guitars roll back around. Yeah, I hit 20 and stop. Dirty Candy is DURTYKANDI. So yeah, that'd be why you wouldn't be able to find it. And Lisa Lovelace would be LESALUV. Or no, yeah, LUVLACE. See, I forgot how to spell it. It's been so long since I used that pseudonym. But that's transgender pseudonym, so that's why you see, you know, the girly man on that shit. And, I don't know, yeah, 20 and stop. Okay, the guitars roll back around. Yeah, I hit 20 and stop. Dirty Candy is DURTYKANDI. So yeah, that'd be why you wouldn't be able to find it. And Lisa Lovelace would be LESALUV. Or no, yeah, LUVLACE. See, I even forgot how to spell it. It's been so long since I used that pseudonym. But that's transgender pseudonym, so that's why you see, you know, the girly man on that shit. And that's the direction I'm headed. I haven't made up my mind where I'm gonna, what launch pad I'm gonna do it from. I mean, because right now my grandma's dead, and the place is put in my little brother's name, but he regards it as both of ours. Actually, all three of ours. You know, me, him, and Joey. My sisters too, if they wanted, part of it, because it's supposed to be 5 acres split up between all 5 of us. I didn't really care. Didn't want anything. You see. And I didn't really want to see it parceled out because, my siblings might sell off their little pieces. You see what I'm saying? And put other people right up in the backyard. You see? So yeah, I didn't really want to see it parceled out either. So I'm really glad that my brother, the one who took care of my grandma's favorite, the one who fucking, acted as her hospice worker so she could stay at home. I'm glad to see that he got it. Yeah, he actually got a reward out of it. And he's like, you gonna come live with me, blah, 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 The place is yours as much as it is mine. Come stay with me. So yeah, I've contemplated just sending Amber back tomorrow with Lisa from the funeral. And just staying over there with him. Because I can network from there. If I have my laptop, I can just piggyback his phone to get online. And I can fix everything that's been broke over the last 7 months. I don't really need the reputation as a stud, as a man. And see, it helps, okay? For, her to do the things she's done is like saying, hey, Vinny, your penis is too small to satisfy a woman. So, I have to do all these things with all these other guys, right? I'd jump over 40 dildo boxes full of awesome dildos to get to these guys, and I would fucking, just totally throw you in the trash on my way by, just absentmindedly dump you in the garbage, Oh, they have that dick over there, right? I mean, so it's good this happened because, I was starting to have doubts about whether or not to get a sex change. But do you see, if I get the sex change where I have the piece of my colon added onto my penis, I'll have a deeper pussy. But because my dick's smaller, it'll be a tight pussy. So I could just fuck dudes with the same size dick as women who fucked around on me, the same size dicks that they did, and I'll be getting ripped up, you see, and I can go do all the stuff they did, get double penetrated, triple penetrated, get trained, have gangbangs, 3-ways, all that shit, you see. And it's kind of it's almost like an awakening, you see. Clarification, you needed clarification. You needed to know you were doing the right thing. You've been pursuing this transgender thing. You're going to get a sex change. You were starting to have doubts. And the proof is you met this girl, you let her come live with you. You tried to be sexual with her. You tried to be a man for her, and she spit on that shit and shit on it and pissed all over it and stomped it into the ground, wiped boogers on it and shit, So it's like, yeah, there you go. Do you imagine the awesome pussy you'll have? And you're so hot as a woman already. Imagine what some facial feminization can do for you. Imagine, getting the fat sucked out of the places you gained weight in the last 7 months and having that put in your ass, you see? Imagine being able to do neighbor's dog's being walked by her helper girl, and he noticed us in the van. Do you know some people will be like, you can't go to sleep, they'll just go open the door for anybody that shows up at it, and they'll step out there and bend over and let them fuck them in their ass while you're asleep. And then they'll act like they got a problem if you get a text from a girl, or if you actually look at a girl's ass. That's like, hey man, that's because any other girl is above you, right? Because, at least they haven't fucked around on me yet. At least they haven't lied to me for other guys yet, or compared me to other guys and decided that I wasn't worth choosing. I need to choose that other guy, not my husband. I can always have my husband. He's a pork chop under my cushion. But this guy,
You know, I'm so ugly that I'm really desperate. You know, I can't turn down an opportunity because I might not get that opportunity ever again with a guy of his caliber because, goddamn, he's like a doctor or a lawyer. Shit. I need to step out and let this guy get it. That double standard shit fucking goddamn pisses me right the fuck off. That's why I had to leave the ghetto. Because, well, I can't live a double standard. And I can't live around motherfuckers that fucking, they have a double standard. You got higher expectations of me than you do yourself. Ain't that backwards? You're supposed to have higher expectations of yourself than you do of other people. That's how I do. You'll live a really disappointing life if you expect other people to be better than you. You don't want your man to look at another bitch's ass or get a picture from another bitch or text somebody else or be friends with a woman because, well, you can't fucking have a dude in your life that you ain't fucking got his dick in you. Ain't that some retarded shit? Imagine having to live like that with a bitch that fucks everything that moves behind your back and you can't go to sleep during certain hours because, well, she just might answer the door. You just never know. Fuck. You don't know what reality is. It's been so convoluted and fucked up. You know, there's so many Peter Pan fairy tales that have been told that you just don't know what's real. And, you know, you're fighting for just some kind of clarity. And then it's like, okay, well, the clarity don't even need to be about this relationship. Maybe it's about something else entirely. Like the direction I was headed. I'm sitting here with a goatee talking about fucking my female me that I'm about to become. Do you know I'm going to get rid of all this facial hair or I won't even be able to grow a beard? And all this body hair, too. It can be gone. You'd be surprised how quick they can nip that shit in the bud now. Fucking hormones have shaped my little body right up quick because I have a little body for a dude. I'm a little bit on the tall side. But I have little feet. Pretty little feet if I get my fucking nails fixed. And, you know, my butt's like just an awesome little feminine butt. So it's like, yeah, I already have stuff going for me. Before I gained this weight, I had like a small waist. And my breasts are like, you know, they're not like man titties. They actually look like small female titties. My nipples just need to be moved. So it wouldn't take a lot to make a hottie out of me. I mean, you know, and then fucking... I want the more complicated surgeries where to take 3 surgeries. They got to take the piece of colon out, you know, and then they got to, when they scoop out the penis and make it an innie, they have to connect the colon to it so that it'll be deeper and self-lubricating. That's the thing, is that it'll be self-lubricating. It's like a real pussy. And for like a year or so, it stinks. But mine won't because, well, you know, I like keep my colon clean. I do the 2-finger dig out and I don't walk around with shit in my ass because to me that's nasty. It's nastier than putting a couple fingers in your butt with some vegetable shortening, you know, making sure there's nothing in there, digging it all out. So that like your butt could double as a vagina if the opportunity arose and you were inclined to do it. I've found that if you're prepared to do it, the opportunities never arise. And if you're not prepared to do it, opportunities arise, but you won't do it because you're not prepared to do it, so it'll be nasty. You see? And you usually find out later when you use the bathroom that, well, yeah, it would be nasty. Would have been nasty to succumb to my lust at that moment. See, I'm one of them guys that I spent my life not being gay so much as being a woman in a man's body. So I could like have sex with a woman in my man's body and satisfy women, stuff like that. And I had a wife who actually appreciated that shit. You know, I was with her for 30 years. I'm glad she's finally with somebody that she can love, you know, because, well, she couldn't love me. Whole lot of shit happening. Yeah. So that's the direction I'm looking to go. I'd like to not come back here, not be subjected to this anymore. And the little vape boxes tumbled like dominoes. I have 2 of them. One's got grape vape in it, and the other's got sour tangy. Been smoking on them vapies for a month and a half, 2 months maybe. It's a nice day out here in northern Michigan. I'm sitting in a crappy little spot with crappy energy, crappy neighbors that, you know, they could be up late and some retarded girl could be out on her patio getting fucked in her ass by some dude who supposedly raped her, and they won't notice that. But if her husband fucking bitches about it, they'll hear that and they'll notice that. See, this is the kind of place we're in. It's ghetto land, man. I hate this place. I hate every element of my life, every aspect of it now. I'm even angry at my dog, man. You know, been hateful towards him, you know, in my spirit, not physically or, you know, even verbally. You know, I still take care of him as if he's been a good dog, even though I don't think he's been being a very good dog. He'll bark at everything, even noises next door, but he'll let motherfuckers knock on the door, or he'll let somebody sneak out and sneak back in. It's like, you ain't got shit to say about that little dog? Now, if that was me, you'd be barking. You ain't got shit to say about that dude out on the patio with her bent over, got his dick in her butt? You ain't got shit to say about that little dog? Damn. Damn, little dog, I'm disappointed in you. You were supposed to call 911, yo. For real. You were supposed to yike. You were supposed to get me the fuck up. You can yipe at everything that don't even matter. When something really matters, your little mouth is shut. Yeah, so I imagine if I had had a different dog, things would have played out different. I could have even let the different dog out to go chew him up. Chase him down and handle my light work. Well, I saw him out there with his dick in my wife, so I thought he was raping her, so I let the dog out to deal with him. I wouldn't be in the wrong. Crime is a passion loss. You realize you get caught fucking somebody's wife, he might flip out and kill you both in like a black blind rage before he even realizes what he did. Yeah, a lot of murders happen like that. Did you know that? You should research that shit. You'd be surprised how many motherfuckers get caught fucking and get killed doing it. Watch Google change these results now. Hey y'all, how you doing? Been a long time, huh? Yeah, I'm finding that people don't like to sober me too much. I'm too clear, concise, and focused. You know, I'm about getting my shit together and looking out for me for a change, you know? I mean, you know, if I'm running around in a drunken stupor, it can be like, oh, yeah, it's commandeering my life. Yeah, fuck, I don't have to get my sex change and get my music out there, do nothing. Yeah, what you want to do? You want me to pretend to be your husband? You're going to go out there and fuck them. Okay, yeah, I'll be Mr. Cuckold. I'm going to sit in here and masturbate, and she's going to go fuck you. Make sure you talk about me and laugh about me now. So there comes a point where, okay, maybe it's a final ministry or a final karmic payment. You're just finally going to make the final karmic payment, and then you're done. There's a lot of gossip going on around town about me. I'm looking down the street at the grandmother of my wife's ex-boyfriend, who knows that she canceled the PPO on him so she could go down there and, oh, that's not her. That's this crazy bitch Kathy who pushes herself around on a goddamn wheelchair backwards.
She can walk, you know.
Yeah, she can walk, but She pushes herself around on a wheelchair backwards. She's retarded and dumpy.
And she also goes asking people for stuff. Empty by herself.
Okay, shh.
Sorry.
Yeah, so these are decisions I'm making with the clarified, clear-headed, sober mind I got happening up in here. Hey, wow, did I really let this shit go on for 7 months? Wasn't it already settled on the 13th, 4 days after we were married? So what the fuck did I stick around for? Was I that stupid, that desperate? What the fuck? You know? Was I that soft-hearted? Did I really get that soft? You know, that you know, my kindness is now softness and shit. And, you know, people making fun of me for negatively affecting myself, negatively affecting my life, my health, my reputation, my home. You know, I fucked it all up just by bringing one person into my life, man. And, you know, for there not to even be any, like, you know, you're the only person that can wrap your mind around that, you know, in the town. I mean, except for, like, you know, my ex-wife and her husband, they get it, you know. But I'm seeing that a lot of people just don't get it. And they don't see what's been happening, and they don't see what's happening. And they act like, well, I deserve it or something. They don't know me. You don't know if I deserve it. Maybe I don't deserve it. You see? So what is it? Final ministry? Final karmic payment? And now all I gotta do is just not drink and I can keep walking it out. Get away. Right? Gotta do something, right? Can't stay here. And then it's like, you know, what do? You're gonna take the problems, the ghetto with you? You know? Because, well, some people will take the ghetto everywhere they go. They're just ghetto. They're prone to ghetto behavior. I don't think they can help themselves. So I'm like, you know, I don't know what to do. I'm presented with like a golden opportunity to just walk away from this thing and nobody loses out. I can go hang with my bro and she can hang here and do what she do, whatever the fuck that is, right? Yeah, I'm getting texts. This is probably somebody to do with the funeral, I would guess. Because, no, not even that, it's just spam. Yep. Spam detected. Yep. Okay. Can I report this? No, I don't want to not spam it. It's already reported this, man. All right, y'all. I got a fifth in there, but it's like it was bought for me because the sober me is not liked too much. He might do something selfish like stop the fucking goddamn downward spiral and take his life back. We can't have that.